Okay, so we're going to finish up this week by giving you a preview of week two's readings coming from John chapters 11 through 21. Here's what you're going to learn in these chapters. Jesus is preparing for the cross. He's getting ready to go to the cross. Now, he has to prepare himself. You're going to read a little bit about that in John chapter 12, where he is anointed just before the Passover. We'll talk a little bit more next week about what the Passover was and the significance of that. And you're going to see the triumphal entry into Jerusalem, where he's entering into Jerusalem almost like a king. And so the people are expecting great things from Jesus, and little do they know what he's about to do when he gets there. You see, he also has to prepare his disciples. We're going to see this in John chapters 13 through 17, when he's sort of giving them a powerful pep talk over those chapters. He's getting them ready for what was about to happen. They didn't get it yet. They thought that he had come to be a sort of like a Davidic Messiah. They thought he was going to be sort of a warrior king, and they were going to overthrow the Roman rule, and Israel would be a nation again. That's what they thought he had come to do when he was talking about his kingdom and this new birth and all this stuff. They didn't realize he was talking about spiritual things. In fact, in verse 14 of John chapter 10, he says this to them: "I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep, and my sheep know me, just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father." And he says, "And I laid down my life for the sheep." See, he was getting ready to go to the cross and die on the cross for the sins of the world, but they didn't really understand that yet. And he's explaining to them how much he has cared for them like a shepherd would care for sheep, that he loved them and cared for them. And so pay attention as you read these chapters. Look for these themes. He's going to talk a lot about truth, about speaking the truth to them and giving them his word. He's going to talk a lot about love and how he loves them and cares for them like a shepherd. He's going to talk about purpose and mission, and the mission that he came for and the mission that they should be caring about. And he's also going to talk a lot about servanthood. All of these themes are themes you should be looking for as you read through John chapters 11 through 21. So why don't you hit pause right now and talk about some of these questions in red as a small group, and then do your readings for next week, and we'll see you next week as we talk about week 2 readings.